Okay, welcome back everyone. I am officially back in France after my little trip to Spain. So I left on Monday and I woke up at about 5:45 in the morning and ended up doing 1,000 kilometers, just over 1,000 kilometers to get back here in a day. I won't sugarcoat it, it was probably one of the worst rides I've ever done in my entire life. It was absolutely chucking it down with rain for the whole duration of the trip. The wind was blowing really strongly, so I was constantly battling crosswinds. And yeah, when you're doing that for a couple of 100 kilometers, you can kind of get away with it. But by the end of over 1,000, it was pretty brutal. And I was not in the best of moods when I got here on Monday night. But we did it. The Africa Twin did amazingly. It's performed so amazing. Didn't skip a beat the whole trip. So I'm very, very proud of the Africa Twin. I think it's a lot less broken than I am after that journey. But yeah, I'm back here in France. And since I've been back, something very exciting has happened. You may remember from my first video that I posted on this channel, I mentioned that I was looking for a 80s, 90s single-cylinder dual sport bike, something with a Kickstarter, something a bit sort of lightweight and rugged. And I foolishly made the decision to look on the local marketplaces here in France. And it just so happened that about half an hour away from here, there was a chap selling a bike that I was extremely interested in, and he had it up for a price that was quite difficult to ignore. And so yesterday I went and met with the guy, had a look over the bike, and I now have 2 bikes here in France, which is pretty ridiculous, but I am very excited about it. So I guess the only thing to do is show you the new bike. Okay, well, here she is, my 1984 Honda XL350R, and what a little cracker of a bike she is. So, like I said, I picked up this bike about half an hour away from here from a really, really lovely chap called Laurent, who'd had the bike for quite a while, and he used it to ride some enduro with his son. But unfortunately the bike, his son stopped riding, and then the bike has been sat for just under a year, I think. So I rode it home yesterday. It felt pretty wonderful. There's definitely a few things that I could tell needed some attention. The head bearings feel a little loose and vague, and I think it would probably be prudent to change the wheel bearings. But generally it felt really nice. It felt powerful. It was chugging along at 100 kilometers an hour, no problem. And yeah, I'm really rather chuffed with it. The only issue is I've never had a kickstart bike before, so I am slowly figuring out how that all works. As with any of these old bikes, there's a bit of a process to starting them, and it's something that through broken French-English translations with the seller, I didn't quite divine. So I think it would just take a bit of usage and a bit of figuring out to learn how the old girl likes to start. So yeah, generally it's really lovely. All the electrics work. Absolutely everything works on it. I think the carbs could do with a rebuild, which is no problem, but I'm struggling to find rebuild kits for the bike. They're kind of rare as hen's teeth from what I can tell. So hopefully I can track one of those down. But yeah, generally, she's brilliant. I think it's going to be mostly sort of cosmetic. I've got a bit of a plan. So the 1984 came in this colorway with normally it's slightly darker red with black paneling and a black seat and black fork gaiters. But the 1985 came in flash red, which is a bit of a brighter red, blue seat, yellowy orange panels here, and blue fork gaiters. And for me, that is kind of the iconic Honda dirt bike, dual sport look. And I think I might be tempted to, when I'm disassembling the bike, give it a good paint and find a graphics kit to make it look like an 85 model. Now, obviously, this might be sacrilege to some of you, and maybe some of you might think that I should keep it with its original colors, but I think it looks better. And worst comes to worst, it can always be put back to the way it was. So yeah, I think that's the plan. Obviously, now I have the Africa Twin and this bike here, so I'm riding that home tomorrow. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to get this little rascal back to the UK so that I can register it and start working on it. I'm thinking, I've got a bit of a plan. I'm thinking maybe what I might try and do is drive down here in my 2008 Golf and take the front forks off, take the rear wheel off and the swing arm, handlebars, and put the whole frame and engine into the back of the Golf, which I think I should be able to do, because when I was restoring the Africa Twin, I managed to fit the frame into the back of that car. So, and this is obviously a significantly larger bike. So I think that could be my route to getting this little puppy home. But yeah, that's something to plan over the next few weeks. Yeah, I think we've got a little cracker here. Other than just purely wanting one, there's a reason why I was searching for this bike quite so desperately. And that is because me and a couple of friends have got a plan to all buy similar bikes and go somewhere cool on them. So we are planning something. We're not quite sure what it is yet, and I'm not sure I should reveal anything of that ilk. But yeah, we're planning to do a little groovy trip away. So yeah, that'll be really fun. It's just a case of getting this home, getting it registered and reliable, so that if we do take it on a longer trip, we're not going to be stood by the side of the road whilst I'm trying to kickstart it 500 times. But yeah, I'm super excited to get it home now and start working on it. Compared to the Africa Twin, it looks like everything is ultra accessible. I mean, these side panels just have one bolt. Everything here I can get to without shredding my hands trying to get past certain elements. So yeah, it should be a joy, and I'm really excited for it. But yeah, ta-da! It's a bike. It's a new bike. I'm really excited. So I hope you like it too, because you will be seeing quite a lot more of it on the channel if I can figure out how to get it back to the UK.